March got you already second guessing titles. April, spring's in just like the spring start to spiral. May bring some warmer days. Poolside gave everything.
Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Please make sure you like, comment, and subscribe to stay tuned for more videos. And let's get started with this video. Okay, so for today's video, we're gonna do some Reddit confessions. So let me open up my iPad. Okay. I love watching these videos. They're so entertaining. So I decided, like, why not do one yourself? Yes, I literally downloaded Reddit just to do this video. Like, literally. I'm probably finna delete it after. Okay, so I'm gonna do like 10 confessions and then that's it. So I hope y'all enjoy. Okay, first one. Worry. Okay. Which one? Wife. Okay. Wait. Why? Oh. Okay. Wife's cheating confession. This is the first confession. So, about a month after our wedding, the wife and I headed for a night away in a city about an hour away from us. Checked into the hotel, got changed, headed into a bar. She was wearing a long dress with a very low cut, revealing top, no bra, showing off plenty of a boob, basically. And if you were at the right angle, a full-on view of them, you went into a bar, took a seat, and got a drink when a guy came over, hugged my wife, and asked her how married life was. She introduces him as a guy who works in the same company, but in the head office that was in the city. He obviously staring at her boobs. As they talk, she was quite uncomfortable, and he's leaving, and she says we should try somewhere different. He's returned a drink for us, hangs around for a couple of times, taking every chance to look down her top. He soon returned to his table, and I noticed there were a group of them looking over and laughing, obviously telling his two mates how he saw his co-workers' boobs. We finished our drinks, and the wife isn't insisting that we move bars. That was the last I heard of him for about 4 years. One day, out of the blue, my wife admits to sleeping with someone. I still don't know why she chose that particular time to tell me. I asked who, where, when, and how it happened. It turns out it was the effort in the bar. 4 months before we got married, at the company Christmas party, they slept together. Slipped off to his room and let him have her. So I was sitting in the bar that night. We made him think he was just trying to see her boobs. Little did I know he had been sucking them a few months earlier. He was obviously telling his mates they were looking over and laughing. That's embarrassing. Not on his part, but on her part. I could see him being embarrassed, but that's embarrassing on her part. Like, why would you cheat on that man when y'all literally about to get married? But anyways, that was the first confession. I'm gonna move on to the second one. I don't know if I'm gonna do 10. I'm probably just gonna do 5. I gotta make sure the other 4 are juicy. Okay, y'all, I found a confession. This one is kind of like, it's sad and disgusting. I don't think this is juicy, but like, it's just a lot. Okay, the question was, what terrifying confession has someone told you while drunk? A coworker told me when she was went all angel of mercy. I don't know what that means, but whatever. Wherever she went, somewhere, I guess, and smothered her elderly, dementia-ridden grandmother while she was sleeping. Why would somebody do that? Especially to your grandmother. And then she's old too. Like, you're wrong. You're down bad, for real. Okay, that was the second one. I got 3. Y'all got 3 more to go. Hold on. Okay, y'all, this is the third confession. This is basically like asking the girls what's the most scandalous. Damn, can I talk? Anyways, it's basically asking the girls what's the most scandalous thing you ever done. So this one person said, this was 6 years ago, even though it doesn't make up, but anyways, back when my husband's parents hated me, we had sex in his mom's therapist's office. It was a church therapist because his parents are deeply religious in their church. We did it on the desk where she complained about me being Satan incarnated, corrupting his precious son. Good times. That's disgusting, bro. Why would you do that at the church, bro? And y'all trying to have therapy? Don't make me mad. But yeah, that was the third confession. I got 2 more. Okay, this fourth confession is like disgusting, but it's juicy. Okay, so my fiance just confessed to being in love with my little sister. I'm 26-year-old female, been with my fiance Rose, 27, for the past 9 years. We met in our freshman year of college and went on only 3 dates before we decided to make things official. Rose proposed to me in July of last year after getting my parents' blessing and did so with all of my family present. Rose gets along with all my family, but she apparently close with my with my little sister. Arrow, 18, who adores her since my fiance, has similar interests as her, and as one of her dream jobs, she's a software developer. They go out on shopping trips, have spa days, trips to the movies, museums, and Rose never fails to spoil her. Dang, girl. By getting their limited edition favorite books and new video games. Rose has joked in the past that Aru is her favorite out of everyone in the family, and that was the best perks that comes with me. 2 weeks ago, Rose had her bachelorette. Can I talk? Trip in Miami. Ever since then, she had been acting off, just plain distance, distracted, lost in her thoughts. I was scared that she got cold feet, but didn't want to push her into talking about it. The other night, Rose sat me down and told me that she was going to tell me something deeply important. Bro, I don't know where it stopped at, but I was reading, talking about having wet dreams about the little sister. Hello? But anyways, so where am I at now? At the end of all that, Rose thinks that it started around when Aru was 16 and tried to reassure me that she didn't have those kinds of feelings for anyone else around Aru's age, that they were only for her. She said that while she's in love with Aru, her love for me is stronger, and she hoped that if I decided to stay with her, we'd be able to get past this with time. What? Bro, how am I gonna get able to get past that? The fact that you're in love with my little sister, and you're supposed to be, whatever, husband, wife. I think they're 2 girls. My wife, like, in a few months, and you're in love with my little sister? No, bro, it's gonna be hard, but I'll leave them. But let me finish. I just told her, at the end of it all, I just told her that it was best she stayed at her mom's place for the time being while I thought things over. To her credit, Rose stayed true to what she said and just packed a bag before leaving. I got a call. Okay, I'm back, guys. Okay, so where was I at? Okay, I got a call in the morning from her mom demanding to know why I kicked her daughter out. Rose's mom is fiercely protective of her since her ex-husband, Rose's dad, kicked Rose out when she was 14 and disowned her after she came out to him as a lesbian. Okay, so they're both 2 girls. I just told her it was a personal matter and that Rose would tell her what happened herself if she wanted to. I hung up before her mom could get another word in. I haven't told Aru or my mom and dad what happened yet. I don't even know how to break this to them. As for Rose, I know the logical right thing to do is break up with her, and I still love her to death and don't know how to go on without her being in my life. Just adding my sister's age. Oh, Aru is our maid of honor, but she wasn't at the bachelorette party, so you guys can stop asking. Aru is bi. Man, that confession, that was crazy because, bro, how are you gonna be with me, but you're in love with my little sister? Hello? Like, you should have let me know that you felt this way before stuff got too deep. But anyways, that was the confession. Basically, the soon-to-be wife, fiance, is in love with the fiance's little sister. Okay, so that was the 4th confession. I got one more confession, number 5. So hold on. Okay, like I said before, this is my last confession, and this confession is long. Okay, so my confession, a story I can't tell anywhere else. I don't know what this is about, y'all, but hopefully it's juicy. So they say I am a why would my iPad do that? Embarrassing me. Hold on. Okay, it turned back on. So hold on. I'm a man in my early 40s, married, 2 beautiful children. From the outside, life looks stable, maybe even happy, but inside I carry a sadness that I don't share with anyone, not a human being, not even my wife. We have been together for 10 years now, married for 5. She has known me almost all my life. We have a good time together. Really, we laugh a lot. We share everything. We have a bond that would never carelessly throw away. But romance has never been there. Infatuation, I never felt that for her. Not in the beginning, not in the middle, not now. We started out as friends with benefits, just casual, no expectations. She started to feel more. I didn't. But we did more and more things together. As we were already a couple without saying it, eventually I made a conscious choice. I went along with it. What? But life with her was fun, cozy, and stable. I hoped the feeling would come later, but somewhere deep inside, I knew then it's never going to happen. We have 2 children together, beautiful children, really striking. People often look at them, talk to us about how handsome they are, and yes, they look like me. Appearance. I'm proud of that. But inwardly, inwardly, I don't recognize them. What? That is painful to say, but I sometimes feel so far removed from them that I don't enjoy weekends anymore. As if I play the part of the father I should be, but can't quite find the feeling anymore. And despite everything, I love my wife. She is the mother of my children. She is my wife. I don't want to cheat. I am not a man of secrets or double agendas, but more and more I feel alone in a life I built for myself. After our miscarriage, everything changed. It was our first child. Halfway through the pregnancy, we had to leave the hospital without a baby in our arms. I hid in my work. She and alcohol until she had an epileptic fit. Then everything had to come out. Then it also turned out that she was pregnant again. We discovered in the hospital. That was the turning point. We wanted to be parents. Despite all the sadness that the pregnancy was a new beginning, exciting, intense, full of complications, everything was under pressure. But we got through it. And we got married. Not because we believed in marriage, but because we wanted everything to be right for our children. Practical, loving in a way, but without romance. And yet, despite everything, I carry someone else with me all my life. When I was 18, I met her, a blonde girl, so beautiful that people said she and her sister were the most beautiful in town. We met in the pub. The following week, she had invited us to her house. I biked an hour to see her. Her family immediately embraced me as if I already belonged. We became inseparable. No relationship, no sex, just friendship. But so intense that it felt like something bigger. We were like brother and sister. We looked at each other and recognized ourselves, quiet, tender, and understanding. But then someone came into my life that broke everything. A friend, someone who spread lies about me to everyone. I knew he was jealous, maybe angry, I don't know, but he took everyone away from me, including her. She chose to believe his story. I never defeated myself and never told my story. Those who knew me would know the truth, I thought. Her brother remained loyal to me. He said, I know who you are, and that while he still hangs out with that friend. They served together in Afghanistan. She believed him. Her brother continued to believe me. Contact without her disappeared. I blocked her number, not out of anger, out of self-protection, but I never deleted it. She was never really gone, and still, after that 10 years, I sometimes miss her so much that it makes me swallow, as if I wasn't even enough. After that, I also lost her best friend. She was close to me, sweet, tender, gentle, in retrospect. I knew she felt more than I realized. I didn't see it until I saw her eyes when I was hanging out with other girls. She broke contact without explanation, and years later, I learned far too late that she had died of anorexia? Oh. No one had told me anything. No goodbye. No chance to say anything more. That pain is still deep in my chest. My wife knows I was once friends with someone, but not how much. Not what she meant. And not that there is still a sadness inside me that I have nowhere to put it. So I tell it here, secretly, anonymously. Dang, can I talk? Not to get pity, for judgment, but just because it doesn't exist anywhere else. Because I have to write this story to hear myself whisper. I lost something I could never really hold, and that hurts a little bit every day. Bro, no. That's kind of crazy. Because, bro, how are you going to get married to me? But you don't even like me like that. You got married to her just because, basically? No, I'm mad with him. But anyways, that was the last confession. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see y'all next week.